Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is ECW. He's done it. He's done it. The greatest of all time has done it. Welcome everyone to day 390. Oh, we're late. 4 of Seth Rollins' reign as ECW champion. The record breaker, Seth freaking Rollins, has done it. Rollins breaks Bobby Fish's record as the longest reigning champion in the history of this universe. And it gets even better because next week it'll be day 400 as the ECW champion, and he will make his own history, not trying to match another record. This is the era of Rollins, as it was from August 22nd, 2017 to this very date. Rollins has done nothing except break records and prove he is the greatest of all time. Although Rollins will be having a celebration here tonight. Although Rollins will be celebrating, we of course have a night of action to get through as well. Save the best for last, of course. I would talk about what else is on this card, but let's be honest, Rollins is the only thing that matters tonight. However, we do have a great night of action though, so let's do it. Let's get into it. So let's get this historic night of action underway then. It's historic, but for a reason that has nothing to do with other members of the ECW roster, more specifically members of the ECW roster in action here tonight. It has to do with one man and his legacy to go with it. What a night. What a night this is. I have emotions. I have feelings, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Anyway, let's kick off this night's action of ECW. Quite a few matches to get through here tonight, and I'm interested to see how things go. Going to start things off here with Aries versus Samoa Joe one-on-one. Remember to last week, both these guys picked up victories on the way towards something for them, and I was on about title opportunities. I was on about titles, etc., etc. Well, Aries was certainly on about titles as well, following his victory over Buddy Murphy last week. He said, following the match, following the conclusion of the match, where Aries won by submission, he said that he beat someone who at one point was almost a #1 contender. He thinks he deserves to have a shot at a title as a result of it. That is a fair point, if not for the fact that because we have the most amount of time following our pay-per-view until the series finale, No Way Out, we can theoretically make the most of the situation and make the most of every match that comes with it. So that being said, that is exactly what we're doing here. I mean, Joe won last week. Who else won last week? I'm trying to remember. Aleister Black won last week as well. And yeah, do I really want to count Braun Strowman? I'm not 100% certain on that one. Nevertheless, Samoa Joe and Aries will square off here tonight. Aleister Black and Strowman will actually be in action later on this evening as well. But nevertheless, there is Samoa Joe heading towards the ring. Aries wants that shot of the title. He's already come out and said he wants the shot of the title. Big question being, can he, can he secure that opportunity? Does he have it in him to keep on getting wins? He did. The interesting thing about what Aries said is that he said he wants any title. Just give him a shot at a title. Obviously, he can't have a shot at the ECW Championship. That's locked up. It's Tetsuya Naito versus Seth Rollins, which you will be witnessing. You will be witnessing Naito in action later on this evening. That is sealed. So, Aries is going to need to either beat Seth Rollins or beat Tetsuya Naito to find his way into that one, as we get a handshake between these two men before the match begins. Nicely done, nicely done. Good respect there. And so, it's interesting to think about where this will go, how this will lead in for Aries and Joe. I mean, more specifically Aries, how he's going to treat this matchup. He wants that contender shot. And it seems if he's not willing to just, sit around and hope for an opportunity to be granted to him either. As he said last week, give me a shot or I'm taking it. So certainly trying to let me know something there. I mean, threat probably not his best thing, in all fairness. You don't threaten the man that pays you. Nevertheless, let's see what happens in this one here. Samoa Joe getting off to a pretty good start there. Nice atomic drop. Both these men former world champions, if I remember rightly, actually. It was Samoa Joe at one point who beat Austin Aries for the World Heavyweight Championship, as Aries is going for a ride. Buckle bomb. Nicely done there from Joe. Over the only man in this universe, fun fact, that I remembered last week. No, sorry, not last week. That I remembered from last week to tonight. Is that Austin Aries is the only man in this universe to have won every single world championship. The WWE Championship, check. World Championship, check. And ECW Championship, check. He has won them all. I believe he is still the only man to have that record going for him. I'm trying to think of who else has held another world championship and has been ECW champion. I don't think there is anyone, I'll be honest. Michael Bennett, no. Trying to think here. Rollins is no. Rollins has held other titles, but hasn't held any other world titles. I'm not too sure. I don't think there is. I think, yeah, Aries is still the only guy in the universe to do that, because there are people who I think have held the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship. I'm thinking Dolph Ziggler is definitely one. Aries is another. CM Punk is another. But I can't think of anyone who has held the WWE, the World Heavyweight, and the ECW Championship outside of Austin Aries, which is a pretty good record to hold. Especially when you're the only one to hold it as well. Nevertheless, here we go. Match continues on here. Irish whip. Oh no. Everyone's too afraid to find out what a turnbuckle is, ladies and gentlemen. We've just discovered that. Roll up made by Samoa Joe here. Aries' feet are dangling into the ropes. No surprise that didn't count, but Austin Aries not looking so fresh right now. All honesty. He's going to try and turn things around here. Clubbering blow in the face, though, by Austin Aries. That was pretty good. Aries. Brainbuster. Yes! Brainbuster from Aries. Well struck to go with it. Will he look for the last chancery right after it? Oh, yes, he will. Last chancery applied. Aries looking for another submission victory. Joe's feet on in the ropes. And I don't think he knows where the ropes are either. Can Samoa Joe force his way out of this submission hold? Yes, he can. Joe beat Kurt Angle last week via the Coquina Clutch as well. So 2 submission victories these guys sustained last week to go with it. Atomic drop by Joe. Aries falls down to the mat. Up on the shoulders here. Death Valley driver incoming there from Samoa Joe. As he's feeling pretty damn good about himself right now. Comeback being mounted here by Joe. Got to give him credit for it. He's doing a damn good job of it. But Aries doing everything in his power to try and stop it as well. Great lariat there from the greatest man that ever lived. What more can Aries bring to the table here? Oh, no. Oh, Samoa Joe does go into the turnbuckle. Big surprise. Oh, this is big. This is big. This has backfired is what it has. Off the top rope. There's that leg drop that Joe has been bringing out these last few weeks. Struck it gorgeously on Aries. And it's about 280 pounds coming down on you. Straight jacket German followed up after it. Joe into the cover. Will this do it? No. Aries kicks out at 2. But Samoa Joe is ruthless. Samoa Joe not letting up here with the offense that he is inflicting onto Austin Aries right now. Sends him into the corner. Comes in after it. No, he doesn't. Now he does. Not a buckle bomb, but an exploder suplex from Joe. Oh, very brutal move to connect within the turnbuckle. And Aries might have been having another trip in the turnbuckle, if not for the counter he just pulled out right there. Aries now going to bring him back into the ring. Neck breaker incoming. And he connects with it as well. Rope hung neck breaker there. Devastating move because you can't really protect yourself from the impact. And there is quite the drop to sustain as well. Aries hoping for something. Joe brought out the counter there. Nasty chop in the chest to go with it. Forearm as well. Uppercut. Myriad of strikes there bringing down the greatest man that ever lived. And that might not be the only thing that brings him down. Samoa Joe. Coquina clutch. Coquina clutch on Aries. Joe fought out of last chancery. Can Aries fight out of the Coquina clutch here? These two former world champions locking horns, trying everything in their power. Aries is able to slip his way out. Flips over. Aries covering Joe. Can he do it? No, Joe able to break that at 2 there. And Aries in quick there, kicking the back, and Aries is making the most of the chance he sees in front of him now. Big knee in the face. Highly competitive opener this one has been on ECW so far. Standing shooting star press connected there. Austin Aries now sends him into the turnbuckle. Is he thinking discus 5-arm? If he was, there was the counter by Joe, and this should be the move to end him as well. Samoa Joe! Muscle Buster! Take a look at that impact. Muscle Buster connects, and Samoa Joe with 1, 2. No, Aries kicked out at 2. Samoa Joe can't believe it. There is no give in when it comes to Austin Aries. This man does not want to give in. Crucifix by Aries now. Covers Joe. But he kicks out right away. What a way to kick things off on this episode of ECW. Has to be said. These two men putting everything on the line for victory. German suplex now by Joe. Bridges with the cover. Will this do it? Aries is still kicking out at 2. His refusal to give in. Say what you will about your thoughts of Austin Aries. His refusal to give in is incredible. His resiliency is admirable. But there's only so far you can go before you have to give in. Corner Enziguri by Joe. And all that's left really to do is to muster up the energy in him. And here we go. One more time. Coquina clutch locked in. This time there's nowhere for Aries to go. And there's nothing for him to do except to tap out. Samoa Joe wins here again on ECW. That's 5 wins in a row now for the Samoan submission machine. We were talking about title opportunities. Austin Aries was talking about how he wants an opportunity. Well, I think Samoa Joe is going a long way towards getting a title opportunity. It has to be said. Victory for Joe. And what a victory it is at that. And there is your winner, Samoa Joe. Great stuff from him there. Great match from both men. Joe wins. That's pretty much all that I have left to say on that one. Great stuff there for both men, though. And before we move on to the next match, Aries still up on his feet. Seems as if he's got something he wants to say. Well, he's still conscious. Give him credit for that. Austin Aries, though, speaking about that defeat and saying that, well, he wanted a shot at any championship. Well, that may have just closed the doors on things, but don't worry. Aries has a way around this. And he will find out, and he will let you know what he means by that next week. Keep your eyes peeled to what Austin Aries has in mind. Very, very interesting there from Aries. Very ominous as well. Keep your eyes peeled for next week. All right, we'll pay attention. We'll see what you're going to do there. Sure. Wonder what's going to happen. Well, that was a very interesting message there given from Austin Aries. I wonder where or what he thinks about that going forward, what he thinks about his chances. Should be interesting to see. Anyway, said tune in next week, so I guess we shall. Let's move on to our next contest anyway. Apollo Crews is going to go one-on-one here against Aleister Black. A little bit of faction rivalry going on between Four Horsemen and the Wyatt family. Only a little bit, though, I will say that, because let's be real. Chris Jericho's recovering. I'm not too sure what the extent of Jericho's return window is right now. He said he'll return when he's comfortable. So as for now, it has been the Three Horsemen for the last, like, 3 months, 4 months, I think it is. With Roderick Strong stepping in as temporary leader, Apollo Crews there, and Rich Swann as well to go with it. It hasn't been a great time, truth be told, for the Four Horsemen. But nevertheless, they're going to be going one-on-one. Apollo Crews is going to be going one-on-one against a member of the Wyatt family. Interesting that Apollo Crews will have Roderick Strong by ringside. He was there for ringside when Roderick Strong lost last week to Johnny Gargano in one-on-one action. But as per usual, when it comes to Aleister Black, or anyone in the Wyatt family, really, they go it alone. Now, I'm not too sure if that's just a mentality that the Wyatt family has, that despite being a family, they like to sometimes leave someone out in the field, but I guess that's what's going to happen here. Because, well, Aleister Black, as we have seen pretty much every time he's been in one-on-one action, makes his way out by himself. This ominous entrance, this great entrance, I've got to say. The way he rises up there is always a spectacle to see, but nevertheless, Aleister Black, the foreboding member of the Wyatt family, the man who can find 1,000 different ways to kick your head off, and instead of that quote, you know, the man who has mastered 10,000, the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, well, Aleister Black is the man who would have practiced 10,000 kicks 10,000 times, each time finding a methodical way to beat you down, to take your head off with it, and to make sure you don't get back up on the mat. Case in point, Black Mass. As we saw last week, it has a devastating impact on anyone. Even Sami Zayn, one of the most resilient athletes on the ECW roster, was laid out with it. Will the same happen here tonight to Apollo Crews? About 6'4", 6'5", 250 pounds is Apollo Crews. Very much that kind of perfect athlete for this kind of sport. But the big question is, how do you compare against a man who just knows how to hurt someone? This is a guy who has had back and forth matches with Samoa Joe, with the entirety of MK Ultra, with who else is he had? With Tetsuya Naito. You know, he's had great matches with a lot of great athletes. Let's see if he'll keep it going here tonight. Black readying himself up there, and we are underway in this one now between these two. Nasty knee in the face there by Aleister Black. Apollo Crews trying to fight back there. Couldn't even get in a strike before Aleister Black stops him, puts him up against the ropes, and pushes him back there. Crews can't be feeling too good about himself already here. Aleister Black is all over him. Exploder suplex connected with as well. And Crews not getting off to the freshest of starts here. Blocks the kick, however, and went for the oh, my apologies there. Went for the clothesline. Strong evasion from Aleister Black, but great counter there from Apollo Crews to go with it. Cross-bodied over there, and now it's Crews' chance to take control. Forearms. Surprise, surprise, none of these really doing the best job. Death Valley driver, though, from Apollo Crews will bring down Aleister Black there. Crews, he sees an opportunity and he's making the absolute most of it, and that's what he's looking to do right now. And here we go, raining down with fists, shot after shot onto the head of Aleister Black, and he gets all 10 of them off as well. Black stumbling out of the turnbuckle and falling down to go with it, but look at how he's able to shrug off those strikes. Black now, German suplex to the 250-pounder with ease. Crews counters him there, and here comes the natural strength of Apollo Crews to go with it. Belly to belly connected with ease. Crews trying to cheer him on. I think he's also trying to give him some tips on the outside. Jesus! Pop-up power slam there. Beautifully done by Crews. Feels pretty good about himself as he goes into the cover, but Aleister Black incredibly resilient in his own right, and that's how he's able to kick out as early as he did. Crews now has this stitched in. Chinlock applied there, but look at how Aleister Black can just power his way out here. Elbowing, forcing his way out of that hold, and a snap may will apply, and he'll go for the arm of Apollo Crews instead of the chin. And that is a lot of arm to grab on as well. Apollo Crews is in great shape. 250 pounds, and he is incredibly tough to go along with it. He is every bit of 250 pounds in terms of just natural body weight that he possesses. By that I mean all the work that he has done in order to get a body that good. And his athletic ability as well is incredible for a man of his size. His speed, his leaping ability, it's all incredible to witness. Who's trying to fight back there, countered by Black now, who from up high, spinning heel kick. Top rope goes Aleister Black now. This one might not be lasting too much longer if Black gets his way. Double foot stomp from the top. Aleister Black, in theory, is one move away from victory. And, that is not the move that I was expecting. Knee in the face there from Black. This one also isn't the move. Stomp in the gut, though, is pretty ruthless, all things considered. Black now picking him up. Single underhook. Oh, no, I think he might have been either looking for a single underhook suplex or a single underhook brainbuster. Crews doing his very best to stop it. In with a lariat, and Aleister Black goes down. Apollo Crews ain't gonna waste an opportunity like this. Great Samoan drop as well. The way he was able to push him over his head there in that fallaway slam position truly shows his strength. And now his athleticism, crossbody from the second rope. Roderick Strong feeling pretty good about what Crews is doing in this ring now, and he should have every reason to. Crews is looking pretty damn good. And look at the strength of him now. Black is a puppet up in the air. He can't do anything except move about, and Crews connects with the suplex. Big knee in the face to follow up with it as well. And here we go, risking it all as Apollo Crews from the top rope. Will he strike big? Look at how Aleister Black, though, trying to stop it all, trying to move around. Top rope. Apollo Crews misses with the attempted shoulder tackle. Aleister Black will take the chance. Black Mass. Off with your head. 1, 2, 3. Aleister Black wins. And there you have it. Black is your winner in this one. Beating Apollo Crews there. That Black Mass finished things, but Crews was fighting until the very end. There's no doubt about it. Wait a minute. No, Aleister Black now turning the boots back to Apollo Crews. Turning the boots to him while Roderick Strong is unaware. Crews getting stopped down on now. Aleister Black resorting to nothing. And resorting to any method to send a point. Strong making his way back towards the ring, but Aleister Black is already out of here. Well. What an underhanded attack there by Aleister Black, but hey, the Wyatt family's night continues on. I'm sorry, Drew Gulak. You wanted a match. You've got your match. And here's your match. Yeah, it's Braun Strowman. Yep. Sorry about this. You did say you wanted a fight, and the card was kind of stacked already, so here's your fight. My bad. There is the monster among men. Say hello to Braun Strowman. Say hello to Drew Gulak's opponent for this evening. Strowman, a week off of that Falls Count Anywhere match in the main event of last week's ECW against Minoru Suzuki. My, oh my. What a brawl that was throughout the arena. I highly recommend you go back and watch that one. Suzuki giving everything he had to fight Strowman there. There was nothing on the line in terms of protecting Seth Rollins. That was just Minoru Suzuki wanting to fight. And he fought. Oh boy. Wow, that was... It certainly was something. As this will be something as well. The bell rings and we're underway here against Drew Gulak, who just got flattened there by that running body press, and I don't think his evening is going to be that good, in all fairness. I actually think it might already be on its way to being over. Oh no, Braun Strowman dumping him off there. It's not going to get any better. It is not going to get any better for him. Into the turnbuckle he goes now. Oh no. Oh my god. Well, this is what happens when a man like Braun Strowman is on a complete roll and there is nothing in his path to stop him. Strowman is decimating here. Gulak trying to fight back right now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I was going to say, are you kidding me thinking you could pull that off? And that's your repayment for it. A nasty lariat there, courtesy of the monster among men. And Strowman's decided he doesn't want to deal with this match anymore. Running power slam from Strowman. He's not going for the cover. He hasn't gone for the cover. No need for the replay. Strowman hasn't decided he wants to end this one yet. Oh, maybe now he does. Maybe now he does. Maybe 2 is enough for Strowman. Braun Strowman. Running power slam again. Middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Strowman wins decisively and quickly to go with it. There is your winner. I am sorry, Drew Gulak, but you said you wanted this fight, and in all honesty, you have incredibly paid for it. Oh my God, here we go again. Twice in one night from the Wyatt family. Another beatdown commencing here. What are they trying to prove? What are the Wyatt family trying to prove here? Strowman and Black both beating down their opponent after the fact. Jesus Christ. Well, there you have it again. Maybe that's a Bray Wyatt tactic. Maybe that's just both those guys thinking the same thing and accidentally doing it. I don't know. Either way, Gulak and Cruz are abused there. Well, that sucks. Let's move on, though, to our next contest of the evening. And this one, I would honestly say, is the most personal match of the evening. It was the match we were supposed to have at SummerSlam for the Cruiserweight Championship, but instead we've got it here tonight. Mustafa Ali versus Zack Sabre Jr. up next. Alright then, this match is personal. This bout has bad blood in it between these two guys. There is animosity there already between these two. It is about more now than just well, it is still about the Cruiserweight Championship. And speaking of that title, I would like to announce the second match confirmed for No Way Out, and that will be the triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Mustafa Ali, Zack Sabre Jr., Hiromu Takahashi for the title at No Way Out. 2 matches confirmed already. And I mean, to be fair, we are the only brand right now gearing up towards No Way Out. I mean, Payback is this Sunday, Fastlane the Sunday after, so I'll let it slide. We'll have big news regarding No Way Out as well once we are done with these sifts of pay-per-views regarding Raw and SmackDown. And we'll have that info ready for you as soon as possible. But there you go. Sabre Jr., Ali, and Takahashi at No Way Out for the Cruiserweight Championship. But it is Ali versus Zack Sabre Jr. here tonight, 1-on-1. This will be a very interesting bout. I think this will be one that I am very much so entertained to see. To find out how it will go as well, you know, to look at these two men who have that bad blood with one another, who do not like one another, and of course everything brewed up at SummerSlam, and it is continued on here, and it is starting on the outside. Ali couldn't wait any longer to get his hands on Zack Sabre Jr. again, jumped the gun to start attacking him, and here we go. Here we go indeed. Sabre Jr. and Ali starting their fight on the outside. Remember, this ain't even for a shot at the title. Both guys have got their shots at the title confirmed for them. This is just because of natural hatred for one another. This is just because these two guys loathe one another and they want to get that across in the fullest way possible. Into the steps there, White Sabre Jr. and Ali now. Oh no, oh no. Ali is pulling himself up to the top. Ali gonna fly crossbody to the outside. My goodness. What an absolutely insane maneuver there. But here we go. Referee's been calling for it. We're finally in the ring. And this matchup is underway between these two. And Sabre Jr. again. Going back to the legs. Kicking it away. Kicking it away from the man who he faced, of course, for that time. Oh my God, Sabre Jr. flying there. I didn't realize he would go to that kind of extent. That is not a very Zack Sabre Jr. thing to do. Definitely get the feeling, though, between these two men that it is an absolute brawl between these two. They are not going nice on one another. They are not trying to size up, collar elbow wrestling, tie-ups. They are not trying to synchronize moves. They're not trying to show respect for the other. They're just hitting big moves and trying to keep the other one down. Rolling cutter there from Ali, and follows it up with a set-on splash. Sabre Jr. still down, and Ali will tope, but misguided. Sabre Jr. up to his feet there. And let's see what he's got in store now. Wheelbarrow there. Wheelbarrowing there by Ali over the knee of Zack Sabre Jr. And Ali trying to pull himself up, but only getting sent to the outside. Let's see what else will happen now. Ali able to gather himself out of that one there and hit a reverse DDT on the outside as the fight keeps on going between these two men. Now Sabre Jr. though getting sent face first, getting sent into the announce table, and Ali getting sent face first into the announce table is what I meant. My bad there. On the outside of this fight continuing on, Ali doesn't want to take a hefty hit into the thin padding, but he'll send Zack Sabre Jr. into the ring apron there, and Ali now, oh no, oh my goodness! That is a risky move to hit, but he hit it. Sent on splash there from the apron to the outside. And with Sabre Jr. in his clutches, Mustafa Ali feels pretty good right now. And up to the top rope, he's going here. What else does he have in store for him? Elbow drop to the back. This has been a month of pent-up aggression. This has been all that time spent waiting patiently for this opportunity, waiting eagerly to get his hands on him. And now he finally has that chance. What can he do, though, to make the most of it? Ali and Sabre Jr. back up to a vertical standpoint. Yeah, the hatred these guys have for each other shining through in this match right now, but a dragon screw from Sabre Jr. sends Ali back down. I mean, for as much as these guys hate each other, what is evident is that Sabre Jr.'s desire is to out-wrestle Mustafa Ali. That's all that he relies upon in the ring, is his ability to wrestle. And he is relying upon it here to beat Mustafa Ali. Throwaway double underhook suplex there. Ali, of course, always saying that he didn't come here to be second best. He came here to be the Cruiserweight champion. And he's trying to do everything in his power now to make sure that that remains true. Sabre Jr., though, absolutely all in control of him right now. He is shutting down Ali on his in-ring return here. Mustafa Ali, though, still trying to make life difficult for Sabre Jr. Forces him to go out of the ring, to come back into the ring, to catch him with a drop kick right there in the ribs. Chops in the chest now, and here we go. Mustafa Ali slowing things down a little bit now and playing some of Zack Sabre Jr.'s games against him. Taking the leg out from underneath him there. Ali traverses the ropes. Hurricanrana follows. Well, what more does Ali have in store right now? What more does either man have to give to one another here? Ali spinning kick again, countered by Sabre Jr. And Sabre Jr. now on the arm of Ali. Oh my goodness, that was a brutal move there. Great counter though from Ali at the last minute there. What else has these two men got in store for one another? Ali counters him. What a neck breaker from Ali. What a neck breaker that was from Mustafa Ali. Caught him beautifully. And Ali, with everything he's got left in him, pulling himself to the top rope. Does he have it in him? Can Ali hit it? Oh, 5-4 from Ali. He pulls it off, but is it enough to beat Sabre Jr.? No! Zack Sabre Jr. kicks out at the final moment. The very last moment there, he got the shoulder up. And Ali again will pull himself to the top rope. Sabre Jr. still not moving. Ali up high. Frog splash from Ali. Will this be enough to do it? No! Sabre Jr. kicks out again. Oh my goodness. How much do you have to sacrifice to win this one? To beat your most hated rival? How much do you have to put on the line to pull it off? Oh no, no, Sabre Jr. might have him. The knee down into the chest. And now he'll follow it up with a running kick in the face of Mustafa Ali. But Ali forces himself right back up to his feet. And now Ali going after it here. How did this happen? Where did Ali find this in himself? I don't know. But it's incredible to witness right now. And up on the top rope we go now. Ali has him up there. He's got something dangerous in mind. What is Mustafa? Oh my God, no, no, no. From all the way up there. Ali, avalanche, Spanish fly. Will that be enough to end it? No! Zack Sabre Jr. kicks out again. I can't believe it. Neither can my voice as it decides to have a little bit of a crack there. But Ali pulls himself up to the top rope again. Oh, 5, 4, once more. He pulls it off. He covers Sabre Jr. And he still kicks out at 2. Oh, look at this. Look at this now. He's looking to make it an even worse fate for Sabre Jr. He's looking to make this feel even worse for Sabre Jr. now. A submission hold. Trying to force Sabre Jr. to submit. But that just isn't going to happen. Oh, gut-wrench suplex counter there for Sabre Jr. to go with it. Great stuff there for both men. Cover made now by Sabre Jr. on Ali, who's still able to power out early. Somehow, someway, he finds it in him to pull that off. What a match this has been. And this ain't even the main event, but it damn well could have been. Sabre Jr. up on that second rope, looking for something big here. Went for the European uppercut and missed it. Ali saw it incoming and countered it. And he still can't get that spinning kick in the gut, though. It's still countered by Zack Sabre Jr. Ali counters him back. And once more, he traverses himself up to that top rope. And he calls up Sabre Jr. Looking for one final impact. Drop kick there. But is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to end things? Middle of the ring. Covers Sabre Jr. And he kicks out at 2. Oh my God, just how? Just what do you do at this point? There's the neck breaker again. That might be what you do at this point. You go for it. One last time. Oh, 5, 4. There's the impact. And there's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Ali has finally beaten Zack Sabre Jr. And what a match to beat him in, to go with it, but no time to celebrate, because here comes the time bomb. Takahashi, Hiromu Takahashi from behind on Mustafa Ali. From behind on the man who just vanquished his foe. This is revenge for Anarchy Rules. This is revenge for leaving him out in the ring at Anarchy Rules. Hiromu Takahashi wants to show to Ali that this ain't all about Ali and Sabre Jr. This ain't about just the Cruiserweight title. This is about the Cruiserweight champion to go with it. And you better pay attention to who it is. German suplex lays Ali out in the ring. Hiromu Takahashi has sent his message now. This triple threat match at No Way Out is going to be a big one. And it is all about that Cruiserweight Championship. But what will these men do to try and win it? How far will they go? There is animosity certainly brewing in it. But who will go the furthest to get that Cruiserweight Championship? Ali has revenge on one, but it seems as if another in Hiromu Takahashi has problems with him as well. Everyone hates everyone in this triple threat match. And what an interesting triple threat match it is going to be at No Way Out. Nevertheless, it is time for our main event of the evening, and we must move on. It is the Switchblade Jay White versus the #1 contender for the ECW Championship in Tetsuya Naito. Well, I am ready for this main event here. Former #1 contender versus the current #1 contender. The Switchblade Jay White versus El Ingobernable in Tetsuya Naito. Very, very nice indeed. Oh my goodness. Well, Tranquilo is not setting in right now. Naito is going right after Jay White from behind. I'm not too sure what the purpose of this is from Tetsuya Naito, but he's attacking Jay White right now. And the Switchblade going to get right back up to his feet, and the fight is on between these two men. Here we go now. Atomic drop though from Naito on the outside. I mean, maybe this is Naito's measure of revenge that he wants to get on the Switchblade for Jay White costing him the #1 contendership heading into Anarchy Rules. I'm not too certain why Naito went in this fashion, but he certainly has. He most certainly has gone after Jay White in this sense right now, and White is the one, though, guiding them into the ring. For the second time tonight, the bell rings prematurely. Not prematurely, sorry, the match starts prematurely, I guess you could say. Naito there, though, down on the leg of Jay White, and El Ingobernable now starting to act a little bit more like his usual tranquilo self. White's going to be frustrated with this, takes off his jacket, and the match is underway here between these two. Tetsuya Naito rolling through, German suplex. And Naito going to go up to the top rope as well. Elbow drop from Naito to follow up with it as well. My goodness, he has just gone completely on the all-out assault thus far. This is interesting to see from Naito, gotta say it. I'm not used to this side of Tetsuya Naito, in all honesty. He's used to taking things a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed, but he is not doing that here tonight. He is going all for him. An Irish whip though from Jay White into the turnbuckle, flying forearm that follows up. Here we go now. Jay White is in control. Or at least he has retaken control a little bit here. Let's see what'll happen right now. Attempted strike there, counter by Naito. Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle now. And he is countered there, DDT. Naito just making strikes happen left, right, and center there. Nicely thought through, but a good counter from Naito, and the turnbuckle will deny that. Naito now, repeated knees into the back. And a reverse DDT to follow up with it. And the confidence there as well of Naito shining through. That is what makes Naito, in all honesty. It's just what adds to him, that attitude that he possesses. Is always great to see, I gotta say it. Here we go though, Jay White a little bit uncharacteristically going to the top rope now. White, double axe handle, it looked like he got the elbow down. Not too certain why White went for a move like that of all things, but he got it, and now he's clubbing away on Naito. Naito covering up though, but I think White did get in some good shots on the face of Tetsuya Naito. The #1 contender to the ECW Championship still fighting back here. Here we go now. Naito! Destino! Well, that struck from out of the blue, and it did its damage with it. Jay White caught out with Destino. And the former #1 contender could be beaten by the current one. These two, and White kicks out at 2. Man, oh man, what a surprise that one was. Jay White caught out there by that one, but White responds immediately. Kiwi crusher to Naito. 1, 2, and kick out at 2 from El Ingobernable. These two men seems to certainly have some bad blood boiling between them. But we don't even know why, but there most certainly is some animosity between these two sides. Jay White with a reverse DDT. Kick in the gut now from White, brings him round. Neckbreaker follows up with it. If you look in there at the movements of White and the actions that he's taking, he's a little slow. Gotta be said about White, he's a little slow in being able to follow up after moves. Hits a nice Northern Light suplex there, cover only gets a 1 count. And this slow type of match as well, works for Jay White as much as it works for Tetsuya Naito as well. Because Naito enjoys that slow kind of offense. It gives him time to plan out what he wants to do. But usually, he's the one who likes being in control. As Naito is struck there by one of Jay White's slaps. Chops in the chest, incredibly loud and incredibly painful to go with it. What more does Jay White have in store right now, though, is the question. Jay White, oh, Blade Runner! Blade Runner from White! Will this end things here? No, Naito kicks out at 2 as well. Oh, trading finishers and trading 2 counts to go with it. Naito, though, counters him, clatters him with a lariat to go with it. And Naito, for another time this night, we're going to be seeing that leg triangle submission hold. Naito got it stitched in on Jay White now. Will White be forced to submit here? The switchblade in, interested in tapping out, no doubt about it. Both went up to their feet. Flying forearm will bring him down. Good thinking there from Jay White from behind. Now back suplex. Look at the elevation he got on that move as well. Very well done from Jay White now as he goes on behind you. Is he looking for a Muta lock of all things? I think he is. He is. Muta lock from Jay White. A Muta lock stitched in here. Naito not near the ropes. Not near salvation. Jay White looking for a great submission here if he can get it. Referee in a great place as well if the submission is called. But Naito forcing the hands away there. I'm forcing Jay White to have to release the hold. Great stuff from both men. Forearm from Naito now. Front face lock. Counter from Jay White. Man, what a fast-paced main event matchup this one is between these two men now. Truly risking it all. Naito in with a counter though. Sending him into the turnbuckle. Oh, if I were Jay White, I'd be cautious about what's about to happen here. And he has every right to be. Naito in. Top rope. Hurricanrana from Naito. And look at how the attitude changes of Naito as well. How it changes within the number 1 contender. Because he believes he's 1 move away from winning the main event here. Naito on Jay White. He's in. Destino. Middle of the ring cover. 1, 2, 3. Naito defeats Jay White. The switchblade wasn't enough for El Ingobernable. The number 1 contender to the ECW Championship is your winner in this evening. There we go. There you have it. Tetsuya Naito wins. There's your number 1 contender. There's the man to face Seth Rollins at the series finale on October 7th. And he just picked up a win over the former number 1 contender in Jay White in fine fashion as well. That attack at the start of the match though, very uncharacteristic for Naito in some ways, but he seemed to enjoy himself. So, you know, who knows? What I do know is that if he tries to pull off something like that on Seth Rollins, it'll still backfire and he'll still be defeated. And speaking of Seth Rollins, it is finally time to get to the best part of tonight. We've been waiting for it all night long, and we have our hands on it here, and I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, to close things out, we are going to hear from the longest reigning champion of all time in this universe, as he heads into day 394, or 95. Here he is, the man of ECW, the man of this universe, the greatest of all time, Seth freaking Rollins. Next. And here he is. The longest reigning champion in the history of this universe. He's here, he's arrived, and he's blessing us all right now. It's Seth Rollins. Oh my goodness, he's finally done it. He's finally done it. And I can't believe it. The man has done it. 390 plus days. He beat it. And he beat it fair and square. And he holds 2 titles at the same time at the end of this all. There is no one better. And Seth Rollins gladly reminding us all that that is the case. He has broken the record that Bobby Fish set. When one record ended, another one started. But the only difference is that Seth Rollins has no intentions of ending his record anytime soon. To everyone who stepped up and failed, to your Roderick Strongs, your Jay Whites, your Kenny Omegas, your DDPs, thank you for making Rollins the greatest of all time and making all of you irrelevant nobodies. There is no one greater than Rollins in this ring. No one who can possess the charisma that he does on the mic. No one who can possess the in-ring ability in the ring. Anyone else. No one else can pull off what Rollins can do. That is a fact, and that is why he is a double champion. And not only just a double champion, but at the end of it all, the greatest champion, the longest reigning champion. And heading out of No Way Out on October 7th, he will still hold every title. Because the fact of the matter is, Rollins is feeling He's feeling like he wants to give out some gifts. So to everyone who is in action here tonight by Mustafa Ali, you got yourself a title match for the television championship. Oh fuck, you just gave Strowman a title match. Nevertheless, in closing, Rollins going to prove at No Way Out why he's the greatest. Rollins knows he's the greatest here tonight, and he's proved it already. Rollins is your longest reigning champion of all time. Enjoy it, embrace it, and love it, because this only comes once in a generation. Learn that, Tetsuya Naito. Oh man, why couldn't this celebration go on even longer? Rollins is the greatest of all time, and he lets everyone reminding of it. And Rollins going to leave. No! Where's Naito coming from? Naito's launched it in the ring, and he's attacking Rollins. Come on, someone stop this. Ref, you just standing by, idly watching. You son of a bitch, no. Destino to Rollins. His perfect victory celebration is ruined. Naito, you prick. This is Rollins' night, not yours. This ain't your night. You'll never get a night like this to celebrate. This is Rollins' night, and this is how we're going to remember it, by a referee standing by doing nothing. Oh, Naito, you're going to pay for this. Believe me, you're paying for this.